Well, getting in shape is one of your New Year's resolutions. We've got a bit of a warning about pushing it too hard and the long road to recovery after an injury. Joined now by fitness expert Lee Boyce. Lee, nice to see you as always, and Happy New Year.
You too. Thank you.
All right, this is a bit of a personal story for you. You suffered quite an injury. Tell us about it.
So in layman's terms, I was playing basketball and I got a very devastating injury to both of my knees. It's called a tendon rupture, and basically it's the most important tendon in each knee. It got completely separated, and so it disabled me from being able to walk again for quite some time.
How shocking was that for you, somebody, we're looking at some of your x-rays here, somebody who's a fitness expert, a trainer, somebody who's in good physical condition to sustain an injury like this?
Well, you know, just from a lifestyle, it turns your world upside down for sure, and you know, with just the rehab process that's involved, it can be very disheartening even when it comes to just how much you have to turn around and change in order to just get back to your zero or to your just equilibrium even.
Mm-hmm. What is the number one thing you learned going through this entire rehab experience?
Well, you have to respect your training age and your physical age, both of those things, and they're two different things. And when it comes to training age, you could be 50 years old, but you could have been training for only 3 years versus somebody who's 50 years old who's trained for 25 years. And those things are going to really affect just how you approach weight training or running or jogging or just doing anything in the gym at all.
All right, so people that are maybe just getting back to the gym because the new year, January, it's always a big New Year's resolution. Should they be listening really closely to their bodies?
They should be, because if you spent a lot of time being sedentary and then you try to make an abrupt shift into doing things at very high intensity, you're probably going to lead to some kind of an issue, whether it's right away or down the road.
Mm-hmm. All right, so should you just ease into it, kind of know your limits and not try to go full bore, all out, right off the hop?
That's the answer. Yeah. Knowing your limits, just taking 1 foot in before you go both feet and nose diving into the whole picture, and just understanding that this is something that you're going for the long haul and for a greater good. And so for that reason, you can't really push it too early, and you have to respect your limitations.
Yeah, and you know, knowledge is a powerful thing. Maybe read online, maybe even hire a personal trainer even for a few workouts, just to know what your limits are and what it is you should be doing and how you should be working out.
Definitely. That's a huge factor. It's just self-education is going to be huge. If you don't have the resources available to you, then investing in the help of a personal trainer or something like that is going to definitely help you along the way to staying safe and getting the results that you need long term.
And by the way, how's your health today, my friend?
It's doing good. I'm after about 8 months now, and quite ahead of the curve as far as what surgeons and the doctors have said, so I'm happy about that.
Well, good to see you, and I'm glad to hear that you're back in good health. Lee Boyce, Happy New Year.
Thank you.
All the best in 2018, sir.
You too.